Welcome, delegates and guests, to the National Postal Mail Handlers Union 2016 National Convention. With the Windy City as our backdrop, we come together to continue the mission of keeping our union strong. And as we set our agenda for the next 4 years, let's not forget that it's the power of you that makes us great.
The theme of the 2016 Mail Handlers National Convention is the power of you. And this theme reflects the value and the strength that every mail handler, rank and file, shop steward, officer, and representative across the country can bring to our union and to move our agenda forward.
NPMHU!
The power of you.
It starts with you.
Building the future with you.
Dedicated to you.
The future is you. The power of you. Us.
We. Me.
You.
Our challenges are significant, but your power to influence our destiny is unstoppable. Let's harness that power as we look for solutions to the important issues facing the NPMHU today.
The biggest issues facing our union in 2016 are our national agreement. We have to finalize our national agreement. Number two, we have to continue to fight the closings and consolidations of the 82 mail processing centers that are still on board that the Postal Service plans to implement. And number three is ensure that meaningful postal reform is passed that puts the Postal Service on sound financial grounds without harming postal workers, specifically mail handlers.
Among our challenges, the financial outlook for the Postal Service.
Over the last couple of years, although first-class mail is declining, it's not declining at the rate it once did. Standard mail is staying constant. However, parcel mail is exploding. Postal Service actually made $1.8 billion last year in operational expenses if it was not for the $5.5 billion pre-funding requirement.
We've made money the last 3 years, anywhere from $1 billion to $1.4 billion. So we're in good shape that way, except for the pre-funding obligation. That's killing us.
This year we realized that working together we might be able to get something done. So what we did, we formed a coalition, the 4 major postal unions, the Postal Service, and some of the major mailers, and came to 4 pillars we could all agree on. Number 1 was Medicare integration, integrating postal retirees eligible to go into Medicare to go into Medicare. This will alleviate the pre-funding requirement that's been tying the Postal Service's hand over the last 10 years.
The power of you.
Since our last convention, we have seen the introduction of Mail Handler Assistants, or MHAs, as an important component of the Mail Handlers Bargaining Unit. And since then, great strides have been made for MHA employees.
Our biggest accomplishment, I believe, was converting over 5,000 MHA employees to full-time career status. We signed last year an MOU with the Postal Service on filling residual vacancies. And this has greatly expedited the conversion of our non-career MHA employees to full-time career status.
This is especially great news for veterans, since the Postal Service hires more veterans than any government agency, other than the Department of Veterans Affairs.
It's very important to take care of our men and women that have fought overseas and come back and want to raise a family, buy a home, help the kids through college. Postal Service job has always been one of the top positions you can get as a veteran. I'd like to see that continue.
And as we celebrate the power of each member this week, we will join forces to accomplish the important work at hand.
While we're gathered here in Chicago, our delegates will discuss and debate proposed amendments to our Constitution, our national Constitution, and our uniform local union Constitution. These 2 documents represent the organic law of our union, and they can only be changed with 2/3 of the vote at one of these quadrennial conventions.
That's the main thing we want to do. Make sure that our organization properly represents our membership. And we can do that by upgrading our Constitution.
Every 4 years, we reassess our priorities as a union and as a nation.
Of particular importance to mail handlers and to union members and working families across the country is that we band together to elect worker-friendly candidates in the House of Representatives, in the Senate, and of perhaps of most importance, to elect the President of the United States, who will look out for the needs, the desires, the wants of working families across America.
Obviously, we're looking for people that are going to support us on working class issues and on union issues.
We're about forging ahead and not going back, and we're not going to roll back the clock, and we're going to be marching step by step with any politician who is in agreement with us and maintaining these rights for the workers, the unions, and their families.
In unity, there is strength, and we've always tried to express to our membership that it's important that each and every one of us do our part.
And that reflects what the power of you is for the Mail Handlers Union. The Mail Handlers Union consists of different ethnic groups, a variety of diversity, which includes Hispanics, Latinos, African Americans, Native Americans, Asians, and so on. That is the power of you.
The power of you.
We're all there for the same purpose. We want to provide for our families and the people we love. We want our kids and grandkids to get to college. We want all the things that most Americans want, and we have them together. So there is so much more that brings us together than divides us.
We need our members to stay involved. We need our members to stay informed. Read your bulletin boards. Read your union publication. Come to union meetings. Attend union activities. We need your support. It's all about the power of you, all of yous.
It's the power of you that makes us strong. It's the power in you that creates positive change. And it's the power of us, we, me, and you, that makes our union, the National Postal Mail Handlers Union, a strong, respected, and energized force in the American labor movement.
NPMHU.
The power of you. Dedicated to you.
Dedicado a ti. The power of you.